All right, welcome. Today, we're going to jump into a really powerful new business model. It's all about how small, local businesses can not just compete, but actually win. Think of it as a playbook for turning your personal experience and some smart tech into a serious advantage. Okay, let's get into it.
So it really all kicks off with this one big question. You see it everywhere, in local economies, especially in those old-school traditional industries. There's this massive, kind of invisible drain on what they could be making. It's a problem hitting tons of service businesses, from your local plumber to a small law firm.
And the name for this problem? It's called tech debt. Now, don't let the name fool you. This isn't some nerdy IT thing. No, it's a very real, bottom-line business problem. I mean, think about it. Every single time you miss a call because you don't have a modern phone system, that's cash, gone. Every hour someone spends manually typing in data, that's time you're not spending on an actual paying job. That is the real cost of falling behind. So let's really break down what this tech debt actually looks like day to day, in the real world. It pops up in so many ways, right? Missed calls. That's the obvious one, a direct hit to the bank account. But it's also that slow, grinding pain of relying on manual tasks that just suck the life and the productivity out of your team. And if you don't have modern ways to get leads online, or heck, if people can't even find you on Google, you're basically just handing customers over to your competition. Now, this whole problem puts local business owners in a really tough spot when they start looking for help. You're kind of stuck, right? On one side, you've got the giant, faceless corporation. They'll talk your ear off about AI-driven marketing, but it's totally impersonal. You're just another ticket in their system. Then, on the other side, you've got the local guy. Super trusted, knows everyone, gives you that personal touch, but he probably lacks the very tech skills you desperately need. So it feels like this impossible choice between technology and trust. But here's the thing. A new model has emerged to fill this exact gap, and it really does offer the best of both worlds. It's called the micro-agency, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a lean, nimble, agile business. We're talking a small team, maybe even just one founder, who are experts in their field. The whole idea is to use that cutting-edge technology not to replace the human element, but to make it stronger, delivering super powerful, personalized results for very specific industries. And this is the secret sauce, right here. The core strategy is to fuse the incredible efficiency you get from technology with the value you can only get from a trusted, local partner who actually gets your business and has empathy for what you're going through. It's tech and trust, finally together. Okay, so how does this actually work? Let's break down the playbook, and we'll start with that super important, high-touch, personal piece. This is everything. This is the key to the whole high-touch part. You see, the best micro-agencies are started by people who have lived experience in the exact industry they're trying to help. When a consultant can look a client in the eye and say this, man, that just skips weeks of trying to build trust. It's an instant connection. They're not just selling a service, they're sharing a solution to a problem they know inside and out. But look, empathy and trust, that just gets your foot in the door. To really make this work, that personal connection has got to be backed up by the high-tech payoff. And that means cold, hard, measurable results. And what kind of results are we talking about? How about this for a number? For a roofer, making a smart investment in the right kind of digital marketing isn't just another bill to pay. It can generate a mind-blowing return on investment of up to 800%. That's turning every dollar you spend into $8 back.
What's so cool here is how specific these results are. It's not just some vague promise. For an electrician, we're talking about doubling the number of booked appointments. For a plumber, it's about using hyperlocal SEO to totally own the search results in their area, grabbing customers who are literally searching for help right now.
A really huge part of this strategy is understanding the difference between renting your online presence and actually owning it. Paid ads, they give you instant results, sure, but they're transactional. The second you stop paying, poof, they're gone. SEO, on the other hand, is about building a long-term digital asset. It takes more time, yeah, but it creates this sustainable flow of customers that just keeps paying you back for years and years. Okay, another massive piece of this high-tech puzzle is automation. The right automated workflow can get repetitive, manual tasks done up to 70% faster than a person can. That is a huge gain in efficiency. But, and this is a huge but, you can't just slap automation on top of a broken system. You have to do it the right way. It's a two-step process. First, an expert comes in and actually fixes your underlying business process, makes it clean and efficient. Then, and only then, do you apply the technology to it. Because if you don't do it that way, you get this. Ugh, we've all gotten this email, right? The dreaded hi first name email. Automating a messy process, it's like trying to pour water into a leaky bucket. It doesn't fix the problem, it just makes the mess bigger and faster. And it just destroys any trust your customers have in you. Okay, so this whole model is great for fixing today's problems. But the real opportunity here, the real game changer, is about building for the future. And the future is all about, well, convergence. All the core software that runs a business, things like your CRM for customers, your CMS for your website, your ERP for operations, they're all starting to merge into these single unified platforms. Now that's incredibly powerful, but it's also incredibly complex for a small business owner to figure out all on their own. And just look at the scale of this. We are not talking about small potatoes here. Markets like CRM and ERP are projected to be worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Trying to navigate all that complexity is exactly why having a trusted guide becomes absolutely essential, not just for growth, but for survival. Which brings us to our final, and honestly, the most important takeaway from this whole playbook. At the end of the day, it all boils down to this one simple truth. Your ultimate weapon, your biggest advantage, it isn't just having better tech or telling a better story. It's the powerful fusion of both. It's combining your unique, personal, lived experience, the one thing nobody else has, with smart, strategic tech that makes you more powerful. That is the high-touch, high-tech advantage. So, I'll leave you with this question to chew on for your own business. What is that unique, personal experience that you have that, if you combined it with the right technology, could become your single greatest competitive advantage? What is your biggest untapped asset?